Alright guys, it's that time again. It's nice and Monday, Jude 24th. It's actually in the morning too. It's like 11, almost 11:50, which is still in the morning. Check out this tree, by the way. It's June. It's June. Let's let that sink in. That tree is already going. I noticed that actually the past couple of years the trees have been going a lot sooner. Like last year they started rolling out at like in August. I was like, wait, why are these trees like dying in August? They're supposed to die in the fall, like early September or late September at the latest, right? Late September. I don't know. Oh man, my pants are just like swinging because I got these here. I got one in each pocket, and they're just swinging along while I'm trying to walk. Hope you can hear me. There's a lot of commotion going on over here. The flood wall is right next to the work yard. Oh wait, this is the well. No, so I was trying to think of equivalents the other day of places. Here we go again. Life's strange. Of it's such a good. You just gotta play it. But like, I was trying to think of places in the game that are like in this town, basically. And the junkyard doesn't really have an equivalent, but I guess this is the closest you can get. There's one other place, but you can't get in there. Like, I mean, you could get in here, but I don't. Look at that deer way over there. Oh, you can barely see it. It's on that little island over there. Let's see if we can. There. That would be a nice picture if I was like down over there, because that's all like very green grass, like golf green. And like the water surrounding it with a deer on there. It almost looks like it's been fabricated, like it's AI. I keep saying deer every time I vlog now. Like the one on the 20th where I saw that buck. It just came out of nowhere, and then the doe after. Oh, here's Running Joe. It's probably not Running Joe. I don't even know who Running Joe is. I'm gonna ask him though when he goes by. Well, oh, never mind. How you doing, Joe? Well, it's Joe. He didn't hear me because he had those headphones on. But I was gonna say, how you doing, Joe, anyway? Whew, it is toasty. That thing is still over there. It's been there for a hot minute. The camper. Someone just showed up and broke the camp. Was showing some dedication to work. Or I always like, can you get out of my shoe? Sorry, there's rocks in my shoe. But I always like to think that it was just like a CEO or something, not a CEO, but some higher up that just showed up and were like, all right, well, I got to be here for like a week or so, and to make sure things are going right, but I also didn't want to get a hotel, so I brought my camper and I'm setting up shop right outside. So y'all better behave because I'm gonna be right here. There's something funny about it. It's so nice out with this breeze. It's been really, really, really bloody hot lately. Like I even had to get my because we don't, the air condition died in the house, so Yeah, we don't have any other way besides whatever's in the freezer and the fans that they're there. So sometimes don't cut the mustard. I had to have my I had to basically ice my cat because she was having problems. And she's fine now, but once it cooled off in the night, and I can't like bring her outside because then she'll be gone, and then like predators like owls and things like that. So, man, I had a whole bunch of things in mind to talk about today. Get out of my shoe. And then now that I'm here, I see it oh so clearly. That'd be a cool picture over there. That Coca-Cola, but I don't think civilians are allowed on this side of the thing. Maybe, well, somebody's got to be able to go on that road because, What is the train station? I believe that building right there is the train station. But that Coca-Cola thing would be really cool. Polaroid. I don't know if you can see it. That would make a very cool Polaroid, I think. Yeah, man, I had like a list of things I wanted to say. Not a huge list, but a list enough. I guess I was trying to think of, I remember I was trying to think of some things that had happened in the past because I was talking about that to somebody else. I don't remember if it was yesterday, the day before. But we were talking about things that triggered memories and trying to remember older memories. I told one where I don't know how appropriate it is to be telling here, but when yeah, never mind. Never mind. It was an Upward Bound story. That was some more of our fun times there. Maybe I can think of something else that happened there. I mean, I guess I told you guys about did I guys say about the rafting story? Because that's a story. So there was this, obviously, this girl that I liked there. And I'd always be trying to like, I'd always trying to flirt and try to make your move, whatever. So I, the whole time I was doing all that, and then near the end they had this big trip. You could either go whitewater rafting, or you could go on this hike to a waterfall. That was what the other one was, and that's what I wanted to do. I was like, I ain't going rafting at all. You ain't gonna catch me dead rafting. And there was class 4 rapids, or in places there are class 4 rapids. I guess you didn't have to go down that particular route if like the group didn't want to. But I mean, you sign up for whitewater rafting, And so I didn't want to do that. I was like, no. And then she was like, oh, you gotta go with me and all this and that, and like, but oh, there's like a junkyard thing right there. Look at that. It's not as a junkyard as the junkyard, it's, might be a shocking experience if you go about it the wrong way. But anyway, I did not want to go on that rafting trip, and she was like, oh, you gotta go, it'd be fun, go with me. And she did the whole eye batting thing and like grabbed my hand and all that. And so now, because I'm drowning, it seems awful, but she was like, oh, you gotta go. So I was like, all right, well, even though the waterfall hike would have been really cool to see, but I guess didn't happen. That didn't happen. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll go on the stupid whitewater rafting thing. And guess what happened? We were there at the thing, whatever it's called. I guess it was like a lodge. I don't know, because we stayed in like this big old cabin kind of thing. There's a bunch of cabins that were cool. Stayed there for a couple of days, and like the last day, or second to the last day, we did the rafting trip. And so we got there and had some fun the first couple of days. And then during the part where we go to the rafting, I was getting like all worked up. I'm like, oh man, I'm actually gonna have to do this. This is crazy. Got my wetsuit and all that first time. And then we got to the part where we're all lined up going to the raft, because you don't have so many people on a raft. She was the cutoff. And I did not get to go on. There was like 6 people to a raft or something, maybe 8. I don't remember. I think 6. And then the guide. But she was the cutoff, so I didn't even get to go with her. And so I was going with like, I think there was one person on my raft that I knew at the time. That I mean, you kind of knew like everybody a little bit just from like, oh look at that little dust tornado. I don't know if you saw that. That was cool. But you kind of knew like everybody a little bit just from going around, because it was like a college campus experience. I didn't even explain what it was. It's Upper Bound. It's like a college campus experience, trying to get you ready for college and the real world. And look at Seymour over here. Those are huge leaves. Dang. If I didn't have flip-flops on, I'd go up there, and I guess I could just take them off and go out there and get bit by another snake. But yeah, it's like to get you into the real world, ready for that and all, like school and stuff, like college, and like you get a job there. They have like a selection of jobs you can do on campus or off campus. You work there for like 3 hours just to get you used to that if you've never done any work like that. So yeah, it was a cool experience. But yeah, she was the cutoff, and I had to go with all these other random people that I didn't know. And yeah, so we got on the raft, and at first it was kind of nice. He's just teaching us like in the first little area. The water's very calm, and so we got on there, and oh, it's noon. My phone just told me it was noon. I didn't know that it would still show me that notification while I'm filming. But yeah, it just it's nice and calm, teaching us how to paddle and stuff and what to do. Like, because you learn like you're right there. You learn then and there. It's not like you get a crash course before, like on dry land, how to do all this. They teach you in the water, and then you go and whitewater raft. So yeah, it was kind of a time. So we got to some small rapids, and I was like, all right, this is not too bad. I can do this. And then they're like, all right, now we're gonna go to, I forget what it was called, not the Thunder Hole. That's on the coast. What was it called? Not the Big Eddy. That's also up north, I think. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like hell something. And it was kind of a crazy rapid, and it like popped all of us up. This is on video too. They get it on video and pictures because they had people on the sides of the river taking pictures and videos. So, and that because they had this cool like thing after post-production or post-rafting thing where you get to see pictures and videos, and they fed us a nice dinner and everything. And there was like fish and hot dogs and hamburgers and steak and potatoes and corn and all this stuff. It was a nice little presentation. But like, during that time, so I got popped up off of my raft because I was sitting on the back, and there's like, all right, well, you're sitting on the back, you're gonna have the biggest chance to fly off. And I was like, well, maybe I can be all right. And so I wasn't. I got popped up, and I went under water, under the raft. And so the raft was doing this number in the freaking whatever, the rapid. And so I'm trying to push up and like find a way out of the rapid. So I start like moving my hands like this, like on top of the, or underneath the raft, to try to like crawl to where there was like, till I could find water and break through. But the thing was spinning, and so was I, basically. So I was just going with the raft. And this is all, by the way, I can't open my eyes underwater. It's like awful for me. So here I was underwater, cold, dark, and alone, trying to figure out a way to go anywhere. And I couldn't see. I mean, yeah, it's dark, couldn't see, obviously, because my eyes were shut. And so I'm just sitting there holding my breath, and I'm like, you know, I don't feel like I can hold my breath too much longer. This could be very bad. And I kind of, I got to a point where I was like, you know, this is probably it. So I'm just gonna say one last hurrah, and I'm just gonna take a breath. And just as I was thinking that, the guide and another student grabbed the back of my safety vest, or whatever it's called, rafting vest thing, and they pulled me up out. And boy howdy was that thing over that. Yeah, that was a day, man. But then the next year I did it again. So there's that. Oh, nice and Max Caulfield, just chilling over there. That's a weird place for a deer to just be. See, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like AI. Why would there be a deer? Like here. Why is there a deer here? Well, keep off the wall. If you want to Chloe Price your way across there, 'cause that's something she would do, and probably fall and die, or get shot somehow. Sorry. But I mean, ugh. Ooh, I forgot this is the sludge plant right there. That was gross. Big old breath full of that. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, that was my experience with drowning, basically, for the first time, or about to drown. It was a wonderful experience. Just thinking about all those times there. Maybe I'll tell some more Upward Bound stories. The last year I went that was the year. Remember the thing I was gonna say at the beginning? I was like, no, I can't tell you this story because it's probably not good for not good for YouTube. I don't know where I'll be able to tell that story. It's not anything like just terrible, crazy, but it was still a little much for YouTube, I think. And I mean, not that anybody watches my channel. I get like the main three, like I mentioned. But when I say not to anybody, I mean like nobody that's gonna be like a whistleblower or some kind of social justice warrior pointing fingers at me and be like, hey, this guy said this, kick him off. Oh man, maybe I won't walk back this way. Maybe I'll take the long way through town. That stinks. Whoa. Please let me be past this. This is a long vlog. I just realized it's almost 20 minutes. Maybe we should end this now. Yeah, probably should. Even though I want to say more now that I have more stories and ideas in mind and things now. Now that it's the end of the video and it took so long stammering through that to try to remember everything. But yeah, that was a day, man. But I guess I will catch you later. Just want to see what the sign says real quick. Maybe you do not cross when the chains are up or something. Authorized vehicles only, just like on the other side. And over there, that's where we do the vlogs with the tracks. I wish if I knew that I had more time on my phone, because I did delete a whole bunch of stuff and like all the CapCut stuff. So if I do ever figure out that I have like, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes of vlog time, even though nobody's gonna watch all of that at all, I might go ahead and do the whole walk. But I still might actually just do it on my own right now, just for fun. But yeah, that's gonna be that, guys, and I will catch you at a later date. Sayonara.